morning and welcome. I am in my transition stages. I always had long hair, but I cut it off. 17 years later, no, about 15 years later, try to start growing it back. You can see all them curls. It's curly, but it's all good. I just want to I need to start posting videos. People need to start seeing what I bring to the table, the personalities, the everyday ordinariness that I go through. Some days it's not ordinary. Some days it's like, whoa, I need to have cameras following me. Actually, most days, especially. Only reason why I say some days, because some days I know I'll be like, no cameras. But them be the days that really need cameras following because I go through stuff that is made for TV. You know what I mean? Right now I'm just sitting up here at the laundromat for some particular reason. My heater's not getting dry. And I just got it. So I had to send it back for another one. But until, what I mean, it comes back, I'm up here at the laundromat, as you can see. You know what I mean? Knocking out my laundry. But for those who's tuning in, I'm glad. Hopefully, you find a lot of good stuff on here, whether it's inspirational, whether it's information, whether it's just because. Hopefully, you'll subscribe to this page and pass the word on and let's go ahead and make this happen. Um, but like I said, some things, of course, I want to be recorded, but then there's some things I don't, but I'm more than willing to. Especially, you got to see, both sides. I'm not gonna give you just the good, because some of my days hardships. You know what I mean? I'm struggling, just trying to figure it out, but I ain't get this gray hair for nothing. You know what I mean? That's a lot of wisdom, a lot of understanding I speak upon, but it's my first one, so I just wanted to try this out. I'm new to this technology stuff. I just climbed out from under my rock. Nah, I've been around. I grew up on where, I mean, I ain't that old. I'm only born in '76. Figure it out. But growing up, I still had a chance to. My great grandmother had the radio. We had to sit in front and listen to the party line. You had to call and get on the party line on your phone. Having phone booths to having technology, being able to do. Y'all remember what was it? Black Planet, MySpace, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But now with all this technology, there's so much you can do. So, and I'm willing to tap into that. You see what I'm saying? Especially now. It to me, it's easier to tap into the business now, the entertainment business, with all the technology. But because there's so many people that's doing it, I think that's what makes it harder. To but once you do generate a buzz, you want to be able to keep it up. You see what I'm saying? So this ain't something that's overnight. This ain't something just for the moment. This is something I believe is gonna. I consider myself a Barry Manilow, if I may use that. Someone who does music, write commercials, write movie jingles. You know what I mean? I'm just a writer. You know what I mean? I observe and due to me watching and stuff like that, observing whether it's personal or whether it's from observation. You know what I mean? I love finding creative ways to put it into music, to put it into commercials, to put it into a series. I even got a sitcom I want to start. But as time go on, you'll start to see that about me. See that I have a very, very creative mind. I'm a Sagittarius, of course. You know what I mean? I was born '76. Boston, Massachusetts. Was raised by East Coast. And what I mean by that is, being that my father was in the military, I've traveled all over this East Coast growing up. You know what I mean? From North Carolina through Maryland, through Florida, through Virginia, through Georgia, through New York, upstate and city. Um, moved around a lot. So, and I think that's what put me in my state of mind to be creative or to think because, for one, when you make friends and you move around a lot, you kind of do become to yourself. You kind of do become where you're more so observant because everywhere you move, even though it's the same, it's different things. Like if I may use a basketball terminology, there's different places where they play 21. It's the same game where you got to get to 21 to win, but there's different ways of playing it. Some people play as soon as you make the basket, you got to go and keep shooting until you miss it. And then some people say, okay, you do that, but you only shoot three. Some people say all day. Some people say you keep shooting it until you get to 20, and then you hit, then you go to the 3-point line and shoot your game winner or whatever, to close it out. So, but it's still all 21. It's still all the same. That's how, my life has been growing up, learning different ways, different places, how they play 21, and then being willing to play either way. I go to basketball course and we play 21, and they say, "How's the rules?" I like here, where I'm at now in the Gas House, which is neighboring of the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. Um, we play first one to four call the rules. Whoever makes four first, they the one that call the rules of how we're gonna play 21, which I like that way. You know what I mean? But either way, I can play. You know what I mean? I get you in either anyway. You see what I'm saying? And if I don't get you, it's gonna be a good game where you be like, "Ooh, I can ball with you because it's a workout." You see what I'm saying? Um, I just want to be able to share. Especially my experience has been the type that has two young children. Raising them is has been a pleasure. Been on both sides. Being able to be the provider, and then tables turning and being a stay-at-home dad, and amidst this, so much has been learned. So much has been accumulated. I write every day. I record every day. I just don't post it. And now that's what I need to start doing. I need to start posting it for people to see. You know, um, this is what I do. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people don't see what you're doing. I'm kind of like now, being I was been a stay at home dad. I kind of been not the artist, but kind of been the technician man, the technical support, the one who right now my wife is the artist. You know what I mean? I'm just making sure I got the stage right, the lighting right, making sure everything in the backfield is good. You know what I mean? That now I'm in this process of doing this. It allowed me to really accumulate a lot of good stuff that I know, especially when I watch TV now. A lot of stuff that I've came up with, I'm starting to see it now, and I was like, hey, I thought of that a few years ago. But for me, it allowed me to see that I'm on the right track as far as um how is it, society, not so much as society, but I think what people is starting to come to wanting to watch, wanting to be part of, you know what I mean, wanting to partake, you know what I mean. It's starting to become more reality TV. Movies and stuff like that is good, but there's a lot of reality TV going on that wasn't back in the middle '70s, '80s, '90s. You know what I mean? And to have the opportunity to network and connect with people it's a beautiful thing. Cause like right now I'm at 9:25. It's gonna take somebody to sit here and really watch this, and taking the time out of their time to sit here and watch this. How can you not want to say, I want to be able to do something that really keeps your interest. I want you to be able to wake up wondering what I'm talking about, going to sleep wondering what I'm talking about, and throughout the day. You see what I'm saying? I wanna be where it says curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back. You see what I'm saying? And that's a little. I do a lot of that too. Little quotes, little sayings. I like to try to come up with different things, and especially acronyms. I love it. But I don't. I'm gonna see how much because right now I'm at 10 minutes and I don't know if it's gonna upload it. So I'm gonna pause this for now, but I'll get back. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I gotta start saying that now, huh? Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. That's funny. Yeah, but I mean, if we want to keep the thing going, I gotta come up with my own little like spike. 3, 2, 1. But yeah, but make sure you leave a comment too. Ah.